Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I just wanted to sit down, play around with some makeup. I know I want to do something pink on the eyes. I don't know what direction I'm going to go with it yet, but I do have a specific pink eyeshadow I really want to use today. So if you want to see me play around with some makeup, then just keep on watching. Okay, so for the eyes today, I'm going to be using the number 12 edition from Deck of Scarlet. This is their latest palette they've came out with. Look at this, like, it's upside down. Look at this girl, though. I don't know who this girl is, but this packaging, though, and like, oh, it's just like so sleek. So this is their number 12 palette, and the shadow I really wanted to use today was this paint color right here. Like, I just want that all over my eyes, like really badly. So my base is already on. If you want to see like what products I use and how I do that, I do have several videos on my channel, so you can go look for those. But I thought I would just start off with my base on today so we can focus on the eyes. So for my base, I'm going to be using the P. Louise base in 02, and I'm going to use this to carve out my brows. So also with using the P. Louise base, I like to work one eye at a time just because I find it easier that way. So I'm just going to finish blending out the base, and then we can get started on the eyes. So Deck of Scarlet is actually really dope because it's a monthly subscription, so like every month or so you get a new palette. So this was the edition number 12 palette, and they always come with shadows and lipsticks, which is pretty dope. And like this was the one that they came out with before that, like black and yellow, and it was just like so dope. Like, oh my god. I've only used the palette we're using today one other time, but I love the color scheme in here. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first I'm gonna go into the shade Obsessed, which is kind of like a light pink color. I always start by packing it on in the shape of like the way I want the shadow to be, and then it makes it a lot easier for me to blend it out and still keep that shape later on. I honestly take the most time on the first color I lay down just because this is like the base of your eye. Like this is the transition. This is going to lay the foundation for everything else you do. So I would really suggest taking the time to make sure that everything is perfectly blended and you have the shape you want, because it's a lot harder to go in later and fix everything if you don't have this like strong foundation going down, you know what I mean? So what I'm going to do now is take my Cover FX powder, and I'm going to put a little bit of it underneath my eyes just because I'm going to be packing on a lot of this like bright pink shadow, and I just want to catch any fallout if there is any. Also, another thing about Deck of Scarlet is every single palette that they come out with is a collaboration with a YouTuber, which I think is super dope. I forget the name of the girl who they collaborated with for this palette, but I will put her on the screen, so if you ever want to check her out, you can. So what I'm gonna do now is go into the shade Insta Famous, and this is gonna be like the star of our show right here. Oh my god, see, that is why we have the powder down, because I would have just gotten pink all over my cheek because I am so clumsy. I'm switching to applying with my finger just because I feel like these shadows apply better that way. And it's honestly just faster, so after I packed on that color, I'm just switching over to a fluffy brush and I'm blending out those edges so I still keep that shape I like. I love how winged out this is. It's definitely a little bit more dramatic, but I like it. It's very like editorial. So for the under eye, I'm doing the exact same two colors, Obsessed and Insta Famous. And then I'm actually going to take my finger and a little bit of Crystallize and pack this on the inner portion of my eye just because I want to add some light there. So I think that's it for the eyes. I'm going to go do the other eye off of camera, put on some lashes, and I'll be right back. So the eyes are done. I'm going to move on to lips now. I think I'm actually going to use one of the lipsticks from the edition number 12 palette just because I used this lipstick called Undone in here once before and it was super pretty. So I'm going to start off by lining my lips, and this is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Sandstorm. I'm just going to line my lips just so that, you know, that overline though, like overlining my lips makes me so happy. It's just like, it's one of my favorite parts of my, okay, I'm gonna stop talking because that's like, you know, yeah, okay. I'm literally getting like a 7 Rings Ariana Grande vibe. That song is so good, by the way. Like, I literally play that song 50 times a day. So I'm just gonna take a lip brush and take the shade Undone. I really like this color because it's a cool tone nude. And I've been really into like cool tone brown, like nudes lately. I'm also gonna take a little bit of Insta Famous, just like, that's probably a little too much. Just a little bit, because I wanna tie in my blush with the eyes just a little bit, not too much, just like the tiniest bit possible. And then before we highlight, I'm gonna spray my face with the Kate Somerville Nourish Hydrating Firming Mist. And this is not a setting spray. I just like how like refreshing it is and how it like melts the powder. Like I don't know, my makeup tends to stay on pretty well, even if I don't set it, or even if I use like a hydrating mist. That's just like my face, I don't know. But I love like hydrating mists to like melt all of the powder into my skin. So for highlight today, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlight in Molten Gold. This is one of my favorite highlights. As you can see, I've already hit pan already. And then I also like to take my brush and just look into a mirror, or like right now my viewfinder, and just bring it forward just a little bit, so when I'm looking forward you can still see my highlight. I think that's super cute. And then I'm also gonna take a little bit on my finger and highlight the tip of my nose. I'm also gonna take a little bit of the shade Crystallized from the palette just to tie in. Oh my god, that made it so... Okay, I need to stop. Like, that is so pretty. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. I really like it. It was an accident, but I winged this out way too much. I just love how like, oh, I'm gonna pose for Instagram. Like this. Ready? That right there. That's what I'm gonna do for my Instagram photo. But anyways, I hope you guys like this look. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also follow my Instagram. I will put that somewhere on the screen if you want to see all the pictures of all the makeup I do and just kind of like, you know, keep updated with me and stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye you guys.